Good.
Pay attention.
You're still getting Neil's donuts? What's that? You're still getting the Neil's donuts? Oh, yeah. 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 We have a great,
Thank you,
yeah, very good relationship with them.
All right.
Yeah. I imagine it's.
You are good to go.
Okay. So, good evening. We are going to start our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And we will do roll call.
Commissioner Dillon. Commissioner LaPierre.
Here.
Commissioner Lindsay. Commissioner Lucas. Commissioner Menke.
Here.
Sounds
Okay. Chairman Rennie. Commissioner Rio.
Yes, here.
Commissioner Rosa. Commissioner Sunny.
Hi.
Commissioner Wilshire.
Here.
Commissioner Gallagher. President.
Present.
2 points. Galvin and Mr. Rosa has been replaced. Okay. So if I may, at this point, Deanna, since you do have some regulars that are out, you do have an alternate you can seat.
Okay,
That would be
we
Mr.
will seat our Pete for Selena.
For who?
Who's missing?
Dylan is missing and Lindsay and Josh.
For Tosh.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And you do have a forum, so.
Beautiful. Wonderful. All right, can we get an approval of the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Excellent. All in favor? Aye. So how many are on Zoom?
Tim Mankey is on Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, I apologize. I'm not a little under the weather, so I didn't want to come in and spread any germs.
I actually really appreciate that. Thanks very much, Tim. Absolutely. I just wanted to know how many faces I was looking for up there and voting and all that. Okay, so any opposed? Great. Minutes have passed. Public participation. So we don't have any
No
public
one in the room
participation.
and there is no one online.
Excellent. Moving forward, Chamber of Commerce report. Would anyone like to tell us what the chamber's got going on?
Looking at me.
We're in a little bit of a lull.
You guys can help each other.
Actually, we are going to vote in 6 new members this week.
That's awesome.
At our meeting on Tuesday. So we are growing and we just had our largest function of the year with our bingo at the Portuguese Club.
That was so fun.
with our amazing MC that evening.
That was a good time.
But yeah, we had a little over, I'm close to 300 people.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was an outstanding event and
First event of
it
the
was
Portuguese Club.
great to have it at the Portuguese Club for the first time. And it worked out very well. So it was great. In the area of latest new business, we had a ribbon cutting at the new Kingdom Buffet the other night, and they're very excited to be in town. So all said, it's things look to be going well and forward. So that's great.
I heard great things about the buffet.
Yeah,
Great
I
things
heard.
about the buffet.
I'm so sorry I missed that. I wanted
it's very clean
nice to hear.
and
Okay.
very first class. The food looks excellent.
Awesome.
So if you want to go, it's very shocking too. It's probably 3 of these rooms, I would have to say.
It's a deep building.
So it's very big.
Yeah.
It's very big. A lot of seating.
We're talking about the buffet next to Stop and Shop on the Berlin Turnpike.
Kingdom Buffet.
If anyone, yeah, there's new, yeah. I heard Cape crab legs.
Yeah.
I've heard Yeah, under
And
30
they're
bucks.
a chain, so it was nice to see a chain come into
Nice.
Milford. Matter of fact, I have a client in Milford that right across the street, there's another one of them, so
Nice.
same company.
Good.
So, very nice.
Any other new businesses joining the chamber that you just?
All good.
Okay, cool.
Everything I can think about.
Excellent. Okay, so that's the chamber report. So under our old business, first we have the Hobby Odyssey. So as Eric let you guys know, unfortunately, Jonathan Galligan with,
Just a point of order, the welcome letter was first, then the Hobby Odyssey.
Oh, not on this one.
Oh.
this is September 3rd, 2025.
Would you like that copy?
What did you print?
Yeah.
Hey, you were good until then.
In my haste to get out, I printed off the old one. I still got
You know what? Let me take a picture of it and then you can take it back.
2025.
Now I have to open it.
Kathy's always good enough. She prints out extra copies, so I don't even have to think about it, and she bamboozled me.
Sorry about that, guys.
Just kidding.
All right, anyway.
Okay. Thank you for the point of order, sir. All right, welcome letter.
So I got, Mr. Forsalina did 3 other letters for me. So I have those. We're still missing about 15 to 18, something like that.
Okay.
I sent them out a couple times.
Could I make a suggestion on that?
Go
So,
for it.
last time, when it was the first time I met Eric, I asked, what are you looking for? And he said, well, if everyone could take a look at, some of these businesses, and he sent the list the next day. And I took 4 of them that I knew. I put together like 4, 5, 6 bullet points for each. And he said that was exactly what he was looking for. And then he can put them into like a boilerplate letter. And so we did that. When I came in tonight, I asked Eric if he still has others. And I was surprised that there wasn't, that there's still 15 or 16. So what I would suggest that we do tonight is that we find out what those 15 are, that each one of us take, we break them up into like 3 or 4 each, and we get back to Eric, within the next week or so. It took me less than probably about 30
I think that's
minutes.
perfect. Why don't we do that? So I will say we did do that in the beginning,
Mhm.
and half of this committee did not do it.
Well-
So that's why they didn't get done. So which is very disappointing because it's very quick and we're not asking much. And if you're gonna be on a committee, I think you should do at least something. And these were people that had done nothing sitting on this committee. So we're just gonna go ahead and put that out there. So we would like people to do things. And one of the things that Eric would like us to do, because it was a great suggestion, is some welcome letters. Eric, do you have the list or should I find it?
Can we put it up on the screen?
Let me see if, yeah. The short answer is yes. Just give me a minute.
And the person that had sent the email tonight, saying that they said to let him know as well, and I forget who that was, about other, welcome letters. So we can include him as well in terms of the, of everyone taking a couple.
So is it the list that has Bell, Barney, Bob's, Bolorama? From
Yeah, so
January?
the highlighted ones are already up on the screen now.
Oh, thank you.
So
Oh, here we go.
I need Balf and Barney Barker, Bolorama, Connecticut Insurance Exchange, Dairy Queen, Doogies.
So why don't, as we're going through this,
I mean-
what, is it okay if we just,
Yes, call them out.
everyone
Just
calls
please
them out,
Say the
like, if
3
you
that
know,
you wanna do.
if you know the
Go
group,
for it.
like, I know Barney Barker, so I'll take that.
I'll take
Excellent.
Connecticut Insurance Exchange.
Perfect.
Sure.
Now we
Look
got
at-
Gail doing them again. Okay.
Feel free to put our names next to each one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna just do real quick. I'll just do that.
Are they just the ones highlighted?
No, those are done.
Oh, those are the done ones. Okay,
Hey,
so.
Barney Barker,
Pete.
Pete wants it, okay.
And all that it was coming up with, like, I went to their websites and pulled some information.
Yeah.
A lot of that's
And
easy.
it's right there, and you can sort of take some of that, build 4 or 5 different talking points. And I sent them over to Eric, and he's like, this is perfect, because I can now take that and put them into this formatted letter. So
Is there
it's,
something below Hoffman?
Yeah, there was, who wants to do Bolorama?
Yeah, he's gonna shout him out. I'll do Bolorama.
Just so we can get through this. Connecticut Insurance Exchange, that was, Robert was gonna do that?
Yep.
Dairy Queen,
So I'm gonna make a statement. I'll take Dairy Queen, Carvel, and Friendlies in this way here.
You're just gonna sample it.
I don't know if you're feeling what I'm feeling.
Yeah, you get the same adjectives, you just switch it up a little
I'll
bit.
do these.
here, we'll do these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
What do we got next? Hoffman's Guns.
I can take whatever you want. I'm new at this committee, so I'll take whatever for you need.
All right, Tim, I'll put you down for that one.
Perfect.
Okay?
Yep, Lynn Welding.
I'll take it. Todd?
Okay, got it.
Thank you, Todd.
Todd is a new member, by the way, for those of you. McDonald.
Hello.
I'll do McDonald's.
Actually, where's Jenny?
I was hoping she was gonna be here.
Does she think it's
She didn't
7?
get sworn in today. I didn't.
Yeah, but she was coming.
Yeah, Newington Electric.
I can do that.
All right, Tim, thank you. Newington Meats, we're not gonna do them because they are.
They're
closed.
moving, yeah.
I'll do it.
Sculpture Salon,
All right, I'll do sculptures. I'll do Roots Chris. I'll
Ruth
do-
Chris is done.
Okay, I'll do the bar.
I'll take my boy at Roma's.
Hold on. Roma's done. Bar,
Is he done?
yes.
I'll do the bar and I'll do Yanni's.
Town Line Pizza, anyone?
I'll do Townline.
I think I did Yanni's. Didn't I do Yanni's?
I think.
Yanni's?
I don't know.
I just,
Oh,
it's gonna be-
no, I don't have anything for Yanni's.
all right, that's why I'm grabbing those, because I.
Yanni's.
And Zavarella Woodwork.
I'll take Bruno. I'll do that. I got a relation.
Okay,
Perfect.
all right, that was
had
easy,
7 in my
easy
calendar.
peasy. If you guys can get those to me in the next week. Oh, and we can make sure to skip them out.
Is there any others?
Say it again?
That's it. That was
I
all
got
the ones on the initial list.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
So could you want to send that out to everyone?
I will send it out.
That way.
Tomorrow, yep.
Yep.
Thank you, Eric. We'd be lost without you.
Thank you very much. And thank you, Pete, for the suggestion.
We tried it
As
once
I-
before, but.
I do need to remember that we have different people on this committee and we would love the opportunity to do things together with them. All right, back to the agenda. So we're good with welcome letters?
Yes, we
Well,
are.
there will be. All right. Next up is the Hobby Odyssey.
Now we get to the hobby house. There it is.
Now we can talk about Jonathan. All right, Mr. Jonathan has resigned. I did just want to. I just wanted to read, I truly enjoyed my time on the EDC with everyone, and I'm very glad to see all the work that everyone has been able to do in such a brief period of time, as well as the positive impact the EDC has had while I have been very fortunate to be a part of it. He did say in regards to the Hobby Odyssey, I am not too sure what the commission would like to do with the idea going forward after I leave. He's going to law school. So he's, yeah, so he's gonna be a little busy right now. So he decided to take a little time. So we're very excited for him. I know the town and commission have been incredibly supportive of the idea, and while I would love to encourage it to keep moving forward, I know that other projects and work is being done in many other ways that will have and already have had an amazing impact as well. No matter what the commission and town choose to do with the idea, I'm supportive of it and all of your abilities to make a difference, whether through the Hobby Odyssey or the other great projects we are working on. Thank you so much for your help on the commission. Which is all the commissioners and everyone from the town. Best of luck going forward. And please feel free to share this email with you guys. So I just wanted to make sure. And then PS, I know you're not great at email, so I sent this to Eric too. And then Eric called me today and I thought you were gonna say we didn't have a quorum. And instead he's like, hey, check out Jonathan's email. Thanks, guys.
So anyway, on the Hobby Odyssey, you guys can choose to do whatever you want with that. I know you got some other things you want to work on, so.
Totally. So just so you guys know what the Hobby Odyssey is, at the moment, it's an idea, right? It's still forming itself. But basically Jonathan had a great idea to, bring together different hobbies in a sense. So mainly it came from COVID, right? Where everyone was siloed. So, you know, if you are a gamer, you're gaming, but you're gaming at home. Or if you're doing, like, we were all just at home doing whatever our hobby was, right? Which is great. You want to be a puzzle maker? Great. But maybe we can get people together to do puzzles or, right? Like different things like that. So, trying to utilize the hobbies that are obvious, that are like already out there, like the pickleball courts that we have in town, or yoga, or coffee.
Some of the
Right.
card games that people, the young adults play, what are the,
I went to a bunko night and it was super fun.
There you go.
That's a dice game. I won a little bit of money. It was a good time. Probably shouldn't be saying that. I'm gambling on hot mic. But yeah, so basically a hobby and a way to bring people together. So a way that the town from our, you know, our end of it could support the businesses and the hobbies and bring people together. So like an example would be pickleball, right? So for the month of March, pickleball is the hobby of the month. And so those businesses, if they'd like to be involved and promote different events, or, you know, maybe because it's the hobby of the month, people can go for free for one day. And that way the businesses can open up their business to other people and things like
Yeah,
that.
it's a way to engage local businesses that are maybe not at the forefront thing, just kind of a little more specialized with hobbies or physical activities or stuff like that. And, you know,
Right. So any hobby could be like the hobby of the month, and then the businesses that work with that would be promoted and be like a part of that, if that makes sense. But where we kept bumping into things and why it kind of only has been an idea was the other thing that we were working on, which is the branding on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay, is that next?
Next, yep.
that is
Okay.
next.
So where we kept bumping up with things is the town branding, and the things that we've been trying to do with that would help the Hobby Odyssey. So as an example, we don't really have any social media access because this is government and it's very hard to approve like the EDC to have their own Facebook page or something like that. So we have not gotten approval for that, but we thought maybe we could get the town to do like a separate page, like a tourist page. And that's where Hunter comes in and explains this way better than I ever could. Unfortunately, Hunter's not here. So, and Hunter does this full time. He works with towns and their branding, and they make total websites out of it. And that way it's different than like the government site. And it's more of like, visit Newington, and these are the businesses that we have. And this is, you know, like Tim I've been on about 3 committees with Tim. And one of the best suggestions he's had is, we need a town calendar, guys.
yeah,
And that way all the events are there for the entire, like the library events are there, the chamber events can be on it, like just all of the events are on there. And that's something that this tourist website more so could have. So we kept saying, well, let's not put the cart before the horse. It'd be a lot easier to do the town branding first and then have that Hobby Odyssey be a part of the website and things like that.
100%.
So that's where we're at with both of those things. We would love input and ideas. But at the moment, what we've also been trying to build with both of those things is in order to get grants that can help support that, so that it's not all just coming from town money. We've been trying to set that up with the grant writer in town as well.
I don't think so. we've got a lot of balls in the air. We've just got to figure out what we're gonna focus on.
Right.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. And I clearly think the town branding is a priority.
It's, I think it's a huge priority and it can roll into
So.
a lot of opportunity.
I'm sorry, could
Yeah.
you clarify for me the
I can sure try.
town branding?
Yes.
Is that just an overall awareness of the town in its branding? Or are we looking at some branding identity? A logo? I mean, does that come from us? Or is that coming from our town office and some kind of a marketing group or something that we're working with?
I can speak a little to that if you, so I think what we've asked Hunter to do is get basically an idea together, some concepts. And then push this forward to council and present it to council so they can have some input and, hey, get behind it. Yeah, we like this idea. We like the whole town branding thing, you know. Like West Hartford and their WeHa and all these different things, you know, maybe they come up with some catchy phrase, logo, whatever. And if everybody gets behind it, then it can get a little funding and to move forward. So I think Hunter is actually pretty close to having something to pitch to council. And once we get that, I think, you know, we
Yeah.
can go before
And
council.
again, if he was
Paul
here,
and
he'd
myself.
be able to
Yeah.
show you like what he's done with other towns and their website. It's a majority website, social media is what it is to help promote whatever we want, to be honest. It could be the town. It could be the events that we have going on.
Okay.
It could be that's where the town calendar is, so everyone has access to it.
With the
Um,
redevelopment of the center.
Yeah.
And the hospital land, I think we're kind of looking to do this at the same time that all those things are happening and maybe.
It's another place to push out information and have connectivity, so to speak.
As well as promoting the idea of Newington as a good place to do business.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So with Kathy having the September 3rd, that's been up there for old business in September.
Yeah, if
So-
you
so-
go back and you
Working
can
on
look.
all of these for
Okay.
over a year.
Okay, so then it sort of comes down to prioritization and timelines. And so all I was gonna ask is you said it sounds like one person is sort of leading this. Is that person, do they have a timeline for when, you know, cause I'm hoping that, you know, next meeting, you don't have a welcome letter on your old business anymore. 'Cause
I
that's
agree.
done. That's done.
That'd be
Okay.
great. Yeah.
Well-
And
It might recycle though.
Well, that's the other thing is that then these are gonna be other,
So just to take a step back,
yeah.
this first batch of letters was kind of like, they want to
these are the
reach out to
process.
longtime businesses
Sure.
in town. And then we were gonna pivot to a true welcome letter. So to welcome some of the businesses that open in 2025, I wanted to get those out one shot in a month. Maybe it's only 6 or whatever, you know, but that would be the next step, is to push out the welcome letters. That's not gonna be as arduous as,
so
This
so you see B and C sort of a little bit together, correct? The hobby odyssey is
No,
with
but
town branding.
B is contingent on C.
That's,
If that makes sense, but I wouldn't say that they're, like, I would never join them together. They're two totally separate things. Yeah.
Okay.
C is, like, we see that as 911. Like, we don't know why the town doesn't have anything
A
like that.
universal.
Or want to offer something like that. Here's the other thing, and let me look at the agenda to make sure I'm not talking off of future downtown committee, town planning update. So, a lot of these things would really grow legs if this town had someone that did focus on either the marketing or, economic development.
So
So we've been pushing for that to council.
we definitely need somebody spearheading this. So you're looking at a total of 12 volunteers who are here for an hour a week, hour a month.
Mhm.
And we don't really have an opportunity outside of that hour.
So the
to-
town branding would go in with someone that could take over and do town marketing and overall.
right, because some eventually, you know, assuming you get a website, whatever, somebody's gonna have to.
Manage that,
Yeah.
correct.
And for a point of interest, for those, that you could go back to some of the prior meetings where town branding is on there, and Hunter gave a couple of presentations, so you can watch them on YouTube, on the town YouTube channel if you choose to do so.
So I guess we're catching everybody up on what we have been doing, but with the turnovers, maybe there are some new ideas or recommendations for what should be a priority.
Well, I think the next step is Hunter coming back and kind of laying out where he's at. And then figuring out how we can help him moving forward. So we're ready for the council.
Is Hunter on the council?
No, Hunter
He's
is on
with
this
us.
committee.
He's on
Hunter's
EDC.
on
He's just not here this evening. Or he would be
Yes, yes,
talking much
yes.
more.
But now that we have new people, we can have him show a couple things, because I'm just saying words and it makes a lot more sense when you see it. What's the town? Maybe, what's the
Was it
town that he
Litchfield?
kept showing us?
Litchfield?
It
No,
wasn't Litchfield, it was.
what? How do we
Probably
not
Saybrook,
remember?
somewhere down there.
Was it Saybrook? I feel like it's Saybrook.
Might have been Saybrook.
This way you guys can just check it out on your own. To kind of just see what we're even talking about, Saybrook town site, right? Did you know Hunter wasn't coming? Wonder if he
I did
thinks
not
it's-
know.
I wonder if he thinks it's 7 o'clock too, that's why I'm,
Jennifer is online.
okay, perfect.
I believe she wanted to speak as well. Go ahead, Jennifer.
It was Simsbury.
Thank you.
I felt like it was by the shore.
He had a couple, so yeah, he may.
Oh, was one of them
Yeah.
Simsbury?
I
Okay.
don't know for sure, but.
All right. So that's where we're at with those. We can get an update from him next time. And I would just leave Hobby Odyssey on the old business for now until we figure out if we want to drop it or run with
It's up
it.
to you guys. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool. We do have new business on there, but we don't have anything underneath it. So does anyone want to bring forth any new business?
I'm just gonna throw this out. We've been approached by a couple of different companies at the chamber to put up banners, town banners on the light posts. And after a long discussion, it would be, the chamber would obviously have it limited to chamber members. But if there was an opportunity for us to take a look at that, I do have the information that I can send to all of you regarding what it is. It's a,
I was gonna say, I don't know what you mean.
so you know the nice green posts that we have around town with the light posts, the decorative ones?
Yep.
They make
Oh,
signs,
on Market Square.
they
The
make
lamp
signs
posts.
that come all out.
Yes.
And then they have banners that can be changed out through the year
Yes, we have some.
For advertising?
for advertising for companies.
Oh,
And what you can do is, they sell you it at one price, but it could be a fundraiser for EDC in order for us, like we could, take it like double the price of it. And, 50% goes to paying for signs to go up. And the other one comes here and allows us to have some operational dollars to do some work.
oh, cool.
I don't know
Are
if
these
we're
the-
allowed to do that.
Are these the
We were
sign-
told-
I was to say that's town property.
Are these the signposts that have like the American flags on them in the summer?
So
Yes, Tim.
those are coming all the way down Main Street. Are you
Right.
talking, those aren't,
I'm just talking about right now, I was talking about the new,
The Sternberg lights, the
Green,
green ones with the
the-
globes.
the older, the globe
Oh,
style
okay.
lights.
right.
Just
light
around
posts.
Market Square and in the back of Market Square,
Yeah.
right? Just those.
So
So wouldn't that sort of fall into like, if people are gonna do that, wouldn't that fall into like the next, into our downtown,
Development,
idea?
redevelopment,
No, that's for us to talk about what we've got.
but I don't think we can fundraise. Didn't we discuss that?
this, I will check and see, because in the past, the town's been reticent about allowing advertising to be put up. I mean, Parks and Rec puts up their seasonal ones on those poles. they get into the thing is, why is the town allowing somebody to advertise here and not somebody else? And if it's, you know, you have to pay to do it, I don't know. So I can check. I will certainly
Yeah.
check.
So my next question was, will this pass the sign ordinance set in the town too?
So it's offsite advertising.
Is it a flag?
It's it's a flag.
Probably
Comes off.
Tim can speak to this. He's probably heard some stuff about this as well.
So
It's-
one potential.
It would
oh,
be a
I'm
sign, it'd be a sign that would advertise a specific company, like Jimmy Jones's electrical company.
Yes. They
Yeah, I
would
think
buy
that-
that piece of advertisement. That is correct.
Yeah, I'm not sure that would. I'm not sure that'd be the town would approve that. I'm not sure. It would have to go through TPZ, I would assume, and then I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
That's a whole different
It is.
ball of wax. Yeah.
All right. Well, I brought it out. I put it on the table.
It's an
Yeah.
interesting idea.
The idea is there.
But I also think there's a limit. I don't think we're allowed to fundraise. We were told once before, if we came out ahead, it had to come out of our budget. So we're not allowed to.
At the end of the year, if you get
I
$2,000
thought I
in
remember
your
hearing that
budget.
we weren't allowed to fundraise either. Like the town gave us a set budget and then they said, I thought I remember in a previous meeting, we wanted to do a fundraiser, but they said no.
Who's that?
I think
Mike
that's Mike.
Lucas.
Huh?
Mike Lucas?
Yeah, I believe that was the case. You don't want to end up with $3,000 at the end of the year when you had $2,000, you know, so it's
Yeah.
like, cause then it looks like
Raises all kinds of questions.
governmental agents making money. So there are guidelines to work within.
All kinds of ideas.
So great
I,
ideas.
I thought I
you know,
remember
it's-
something about like a targeted fundraiser where it's like we're raising money specifically for like an event, like, or just like
Goal.
say we needed paper for printing something out or like that was okay, is like if it was
We
gonna
had to
be
spend
greater
it.
than.
It had something to do with we have to use it in that year. Like,
Yeah, we're not
what
allowed to
set
like
goal.
keep the money and we're not allowed to
Zero it out.
Okay,
Exactly.
zero it out.
You could
So
probably
what I-
you could probably raise money, like if you wanted to put a planter in the center of the town, you could say, I want to raise $30,000 to build a garden in the center of town. You could do that. Because it'd be one specific purpose. I would assume that'd be okay, but
So
just
what
to
I
raise
can also,
money. For
yeah, I
raising
would
money.
think so.
Okay, hang
Tim?
on one second. He's wanted to talk for a minute.
Well,
Okay.
just a suggestion, and I don't know if you can do this, but I've seen this done. Those types of banners can be seasonal. You put up snowflakes in the wintertime, in the fall, it's, fall foliage kind of thing. And the businesses are sponsors. And they pay, the banner costs $100.
Mhm.
And if the company pays $100, they can put their logo on the banner and they sponsor banners. They buy 10 of them, one of them. And you could have a seasonal exchange of the banners through a sponsorship. Doesn't look like a fundraiser because it just goes to pay the cost.
And that may be what I will do is I will also reach out to Lauren, the assistant town manager, and talk to her about the fundraising rules. And if I can, I will get her to come speak at the next meeting. Just so you can hear right from her, hey, this is what you can do, this is the things you can't do, and it might be something we're just overlooking, says, oh, yeah, you can be able to do this, that's fine.
Right, okay.
And then.
Yeah,
I
that
just
could be
want to ask
helpful.
you,
Yeah, I think that will give you some guidance.
Yes.
I know we keep saying we're looking for somebody to be hired even part-time to oversee this committee. How do we go about doing that? Who do we want to talk to and what do we want to do?
We are pushing the town council,
Okay.
You should
not to just
also,
point right at
you should
you.
also go through, draft a memo, send something to Paul so he can put
That's
it
what
in
I'm
a
wondering.
budget.
Gotcha.
It falls under our budget right now, so, and part of that maybe in the future, if they choose to hire somebody, then that'll come out of our budget and it'll be its own silo.
They would have more responsibilities, I would hope, than just overseeing this committee.
Yeah, no, we're not just hiring a part-time person to
No,
do what
but-
we want them to do.
But maybe in a broader picture to have somebody.
A marketing
dedicated to-
person, an economic development person in that aspect.
Right up your. As soon as you can, because the budget is being formed.
Okay,
Kick something out next week. the
Okay.
list.
Do we want to have a small team put that together, proposal, job description, something?
I don't know how that works.
Who wants it? I mean, somebody's.
You're
gotta
gonna have to
take
come
that.
up with a number. You know, how much if you're gonna hire someone part-time.
Yeah.
You know, there's gonna be some,
You can't just throw out a number though without having like an understanding of the role.
Yep.
Of having a list of, you know, what that person is accountable for.
Mhm.
And, you know, if we had that, I mean, we had a position 6, 7 years ago where we had a person on. And I mean, they had us, at that time, there was a specific, you know, job
description, yeah.
description. So it sounds a little bit like we need to know what the responsibilities are before, you know, anyone would throw out a number. You'd want to know what are you responsible for? What are you accountable for? You know, how much time is this looking to be? I mean, when we did the thing for the Chamber of Commerce, I know it's a different organization, but they had a profile. They had a profile for the job. And that profile said, you know, 20 hours a week. And, you know, but it had all the different ramifications of things. I would think the town, you know, maybe the EDC, but the town itself has to come up with, you know, what are we looking for? When is this budget due? Yeah.
But we're getting it on what, March 4th?
Something like that, yeah.
And this would fall under your group?
Right, currently economic development's under the town
Yeah.
planner.
It's an unfunded position in your department right now.
Right, there
That's
is
just the
no
first
economic
draft of
director.
the
All I am is I'm the town liaison to the
That is
board.
draft number
Right.
1.
So what I can do, I will see if there's an old job description
I could
Available?
probably find one online, right?
for the position that was here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know there was one.
Yes.
Was.
Yeah. you
And then,
The economic development director.
I totally forgot that was his title.
Yeah.
I
and
just
then
didn't- Okay.
I can push it out and you can get, you can either just include that in your pack and just say, hey,
Thank you.
council, this is what we're looking to do, and leave it up to them to tweak it, or like, yeah, okay, or,
Yeah, could you give us 10 hours a month? Could you give us?
yeah, whatever. I
15
mean,
hours
that's,
Of that person? Okay. Because I don't have a financial number, but I know, you know, maybe.
Yeah.
So many hours.
I'm
a
kind of
month.
stretched like a snare drum right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we love you for it.
We love you, Eric.
So you mentioned the idea of, you know, marketing as well.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that brings a whole nother idea of, you know, is what type of marketing does that have to be? And I think that maybe we get some of the things from this other profile that he's gonna come up with.
Yeah,
And then we go from there as to what, you know, what do we cull out of that?
totally.
But we're under the gun at the moment, so we'll throw something at them and see what
Yeah.
happens.
What
Start there.
I may even suggest is you get somebody in to do some of this kind of stuff, what you're looking to do now, and maybe not so much the marketing. And then phase it into the marketing and maybe even coordinate it with, hey, the kickoff for the master plan for the center, once they start hitting the
Right.
ground running. And then, cause then you have somebody on board
Who
The
already
town.
knows their way around.
that's gonna be marketing it and doing this. So it's just an extension of what they've been working on.
Yeah.
Totally.
Excellent, Eric. Thank you.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
you
a project.
you need
project
somebody who's a
manager of some
prospector.
sort.
Sure.
Yeah. So even if it's somebody that's had a little green, they can learn along the
Yeah.
way, and then
Yes.
just a thought.
Great thought. All right, any other new business?
Is new business still on? Oh, we haven't gone to future downtown yet.
So now we're into future downtown committee, which is what I asked Eric to put on here. Cause I wanted to let everybody know that last week, Jim invited everyone to community room, pretty much any downtown business. And Pete helped organize and went and spoke to downtown businesses. And obviously I want them to let you know what's going on. But I thought it was a really great first meeting. Some of us don't even know each other, so it's nice to just get everybody in a room together. So this wasn't a huge, it was also a snow day.
To get,
It was a bad snow day too.
but to get that type of participation
So it was a
on a
good
snow
start.
day, I thought was excellent.
Totally.
So I have
ahead.
a couple thoughts.
Go
on-
ahead.
Okay. So since the last meeting, when we talked about this downtown group, and we didn't call it anything, but there used to be a downtown business association. And since the last meeting, I went downtown and I spoke with a dozen or so business owners. I know you did the same because you talked to Doug at Steve's place the same day that I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but, you know, I went around to a lot of people that I know and that I've done business with, and I talked to them about what's going on. The first person that I went to see was Val French, because Val was heavily involved with the Downtown Business Association. And she was so welcoming of the support. The Downtown Business Association actually had, they sort of like went away. They stopped. And it sounded like it was about a dozen years ago. So Val, you know, this was like a week after we had sat down here, you know, she gave me like, she goes, Pete, here's the list. Okay, she had all this stuff and she goes, we welcome any help and support to continuing to drive business downtown. And there's like 60, 70 companies on here, and we've already spoke to several of them. But every single person that I went to talk to was like uber positive about the EDC, the town, anyone that's being supportive of driving families, driving business downtown. So they were really receptive, and I love that fact. And we had the meeting on February 7th. I think we had 5 or 6 different, including a couple of people that are here, but we had 5 or 6 different businesses on a snowy day. And we had the town planner in, and the town planner gave the update on what the town plan was. It was the first time several people, including myself, had seen that. So it was really interesting. And people got excited about it. And we have another meeting already scheduled for March 7th, Saturday, March 7th. And we'll be getting even more people, and some will be new, some will be returning. So I just think that, you know, we looked at this a month ago, 5 weeks ago, and we started talking to people. And I just think that for that little bit of time, it was a good start. So thank you all. Thank you, Dee. Thanks, Jim. You know, I think we got a good start to this. I would like to learn a little bit more. Like, I heard for the first time you've sort of floated a date out there, which I hadn't heard until Saturday. So
That was the first time anybody heard it. That was what the meeting was for.
no, you had the April 22nd, like midweek, and that was the first time. So has there been any further discussion on when? Because I had thought we were looking at, you know, that we had till sometime a little bit May, June, but I would like to talk a little bit more about, you know, if there's a date, how we drive
Well,
towards
I
that
think that's
date.
for next month's meeting.
Okay.
Because that's not gonna be an arm of this EDC.
That's a separate entity.
Correct.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But
It's not a subcommittee. I just wanted it to be brought up here so that businesses are invited to come to the next meeting if they want to be a part of
very good.
this
Okay.
committee
Okay.
and what the downtown businesses want to generate.
And the downtown businesses seem very positive. So
Absolutely.
we'll continue with that.
Totally, but just to give like a light thing, but come to the meeting for all the rest of the information, but we would like to probably do a few events a year. I believe this committee is going to be taking back the trick or treat stroll. It has gotten so huge. We had 1,200 kids in downtown for the trick or treat stroll this year. And so it needs to grow. It needs to not just be what we all have been calling a candy grab these kids, they just run in, grab it and run out and stuff. Like, we can spread it out, have some more things going on, things like that. So that's why, with that being a fall event, we were thinking of starting a spring event, which spring starts May 21st. So that's why we were thinking like
March 21st.
March 21st, thank you. End of April, because by end of May, it's like,
Almost out of
it's
school.
almost not even spring anymore.
Yeah.
So, and again, something during the week. Not all the businesses are open Saturdays and Sundays because they're offices or whatever they are. So doing something during the week, that's why the trick or treat stroll's always been during the week. Yeah, and then maybe we can do a winter event and maybe a summer event too, and that way it's like one a quarter. So it's not too much on the business owners, because of course we all have our own things going on and events we're gonna be planning, but something that maybe once a quarter we can get together and work on things like that. And this is something that separate organization can have a website and can have social media to help facilitate the businesses and downtown and events and things like that. It was a great start. So next, is March 7th?
Yeah, Saturday, March 7th, 8:30 a.m.
Did we say 8:30?
Is that what we said?
What did we say? Yes, 8:30. That way it give us a little bit longer, because yes. So 8:30, and then just saying, I think the next one we should probably do at night to try to get even different. We were talking,
Yeah.
a couple of the guys, they're like, I just woke up and
Tim said he'd host it at
yes, we
TJ's.
can do TJ's. That way it can be more of like an evening setting for the third get together. But I think that's gonna be really great for downtown.
And the location for March 7th is,
Community Room Cafe.
Mhm.
Yes, 8:30 in the back room there.
Act surprised.
Like surprise. All right. Down to town planning update. Mr. Arrow.
Okay, can tell you a couple of things that are going on in the world. So as most of you are aware, we do have one application ongoing for an affordable housing project on Lewis Street. That public hearing is still open. Other than that, there's not a whole lot going on application wise. We've had conversations with a lot of different people about a lot of different things. So we'll see what shakes out of that. Other hot topics as of late through my office has been the meat market.
Has it been sold?
No, the issues there are it's a non-conforming use, a non-conforming building. So it's very hard to have someone come and say, I want to do something completely different because it's property zoned as residential. So I can't. It's very difficult to deal with right now. So we'll see, talking to a couple different people.
Did they have a grandfather clause or something where they were able to?
It's the if somebody wants to come over and take it over as a meat market, perfectly fine, or some other small grocery retail, can't expand the building, anything like that.
Got it.
But somebody that wants to come in and say, I want to do
A
X, Y, Z.
mechanic. Yeah, I want to have an auto shop
Yeah,
there.
it's
Doesn't
because it's still in the middle of a residential pocket. I said, if you're gonna increase traffic, noise, stuff like that, it's gonna become very difficult, so.
Do we leave that to local real estate to find people, or is the town soliciting other people that would fit that market?
Other people that I've talked to in the past, if it's something I can match them up with, I'll give them a shout. But I kind of have a running list of people that I can reach back to that I've talked to in the past, maybe.
Like contact like any other meat companies, like, Bogner's in Manchester, or?
No, I haven't. Again,
Rosal and New Britain. and-
Yeah, all right.
This is why we need a town marketing person or town economic development person.
the other property that is popular, a few quals on it, is the old radio station on Willard Avenue. Is for sale. That is another one.
What is for sale?
The radio station.
The radio station on Willard Avenue. That has some inherent wetland problems. And lastly, there's been some activity on the old Bob store. And I think that there's going to be a transaction in the near future.
that you can't say anything about yet.
I don't even know who the potential tenant is, but they've asked for some information and some stuff, so that will probably move forward, I suspect. Other than that, if there are any questions, feel free to ask and.
Right? Oh.
I have not heard that. I don't know. I mean, they've been off and on.
What?
They've been off and on. They closed for a while during COVID, obviously, and so I don't know. I haven't heard anything.
I haven't checked recently. The Keeney building is not on the market currently.
I have not looked at LoopNet recently, so
Yeah,
I don't
see, I
know.
haven't
Did you
either.
ever speak to Armin? I don't know.
I did.
Okay.
I did speak to Armin. I'm trying to put something together, but he's not sure they're selling now, so
Yeah.
we'll see.
Again, I think they're kind of waiting and seeing what's gonna,
With all the development going
yeah,
on.
what's gonna happen downtown and then see if they can market it, not market it, or how they want to move forward.
Have you heard anything about anybody coming forward to purchase the Hartford Hospital property?
No.
But that is technically like first like on the market, ready to go?
I have seen it.
Or
Again, they might be waiting for, it was on originally, it was taken off, and I think they're just waiting for, till they get closer to the final plan for the master plan so they know exactly, again, when we develop that plan with regulations and everything else, and Hartford Healthcare sells that property, the developer isn't gonna come in and check every box and thing. They're still gonna come in and say, this is what we'd like to do. And then it's gonna be like,
Once
okay.
they buy it, they're gonna, yeah.
And they may do a contingent sale, to make sure that they can get approval for what they want to do before they, go through the purchase. So I guess we'll see. Do you have any questions, Todd?
I was gonna ask that.
Oh, okay.
same question.
Other than that, I don't have anything else at the moment.
Thank you very much. Any questions? This is our chance to ask Eric.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
What kind of liberties do we have to reach out to other businesses? And if we do, who do we direct them to?
You can send, I mean, if it's a matter of like, hey, we got to figure out the use or whatever I want, if they have an idea of what they want to do, have them reach out to me, that's fine.
All right.
I will at least, I will get them the ground rules. Hey, this is zoning wise, this is what you can and can't do. We might need an updated survey if you want to try to expand something, whatever. So I'll at least give them the guidelines and say, hey, you're gonna need a site plan approval, you're gonna need a special permit, all that kind of stuff. So.
Eric, what falls under the purview of this commission in making budget recommendations in the town center master plan? There's a number of initiatives, a parking study, and so forth. Does that come from this commission or?
You can, if you have some ideas and you want to support something, you guys can just, have them draft a memo or whatever, and Deanna can reach out. Deanna was on the steering committee. She was one of the members for the master plan, as well as Mr. Wiltshire over there on your left. So they're aware there is some money left over in the planning office. My boss, Paul Dixon, we're looking at, what are those next steps, whether we go for the parking study or different things going forward. But we have a lot on our plate right now because of the state housing bill, so we have to scrambling to take care of that for July, so we're trying to keep everything moving.
They have a projected date for the Callahan development at the end to be finished.
Which Callahan development?
The one at the bus station there. Yeah, and Starbucks.
I have not heard of a target ending date on that, no. They're, they've been moving along. I've seen them out there in the very cold weather, so, yeah. Same with Culver Street, the apartments out there, they've been working through the winter. I think they have at least 2 buildings they've had heated as they work. Everybody good?
Could I just add one point?
Well, we do have commissioner comments after.
Okay,
So
but
do
it's
you-
on, it's on that.
Oh, go
It's
for it.
on his stuff.
Got it.
Okay, I just wanted to suggest that, like, seeing the town plan, seeing, ideas of it last Saturday and seeing the receptivity from some of the businesses that hadn't seen it. I'm hoping that like, you know, we can refresh that, maybe have similar sessions like that. I don't know if that's possible from either your group or this group. But I just thought that there was a really good response for the first time. I know that Jim and yourself, Deanna, that you were both, you know, part of that downtown, you know, plan commission. And so with a lot of people,
We had like 5 public meetings and hearings and presentations.
It's already been, yeah,
of the
everybody
whole thing.
participated.
so it has, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I just hadn't participated in that, so, but it was good stuff, really good
It's
stuff.
really good stuff. And just to put out to the public, you can, do we know what the website is? Or should I just direct them to the town site and there's a link somewhere?
Yes.
There's a link on there, I can't remember the.
But the whole project, because Pete, I hope you went through more because we only showed you like 2 slides. Those, I kept going, Jim, go down, go down. The better pictures are down at the bottom, with actual build outs of the pad sites on Lowry Place. Could look so awesome. So awesome.
And it's theoretical right now,
So,
but I mean, it does have the potential
It has a
to,
lot of potential, that area does.
it really does. It has the potential. And I have to just say kudos to the Collier Group that they brought in, did a spectacular job from beginning to end, as you know. And just, you know, Tim's up there on the screen. He was on the committee as
Yeah, it
well.
was.
yes, Tim was.
Sorry about that, Tim, I forgot.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the link. I'll get it so that you can find it.
All right.
Maybe that's something that, you know, like we were at the Waterfall Festival with a booth and at the extravaganza with a booth, like maybe that's something that needs to stay out there, like those pictures. So maybe that's something we visit in the future.
My laptop's not cooperating. Pete.
Okay, that's the town planning update, public participation. Hearing none.
There's no one online.
Commissioner comments. Any final comments? Commissioners online. Awesome. Can I get a motion to adjourn? A second?
Seconded.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Fantastic. Thank you all for another wonderful meeting.
Good night, everyone.
Have a good night,
Nice.
everybody.
Nice, guys. Good night, guys.
The next one is is it the second Thursday?
So yes, this is all, and Jenny, did you say the website does not have our time, our date and time, and it's all wrong?
Yeah, it's all wrong.
Okay.